All right, Justin, dude,
Pleasure.
thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Welcome to the Fender Custom Shop, what we call the Dream Factory.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Where we are right now is the Design Lounge. So this is where artists or stores that we partner with, we will design something that would be unique for somebody. So if an artist has an idea or a theme for a tour or a sound they're hearing, this is the place people come to get it done. We make art so people can make their art, which is their music. So it's a really magical place. I've been at Fender for 26 years and it still doesn't get old. Right now, you see on the walls, you got different types of woods, different neck shapes, colors, all of that stuff. There's pickups mounted on pickguard assemblies, and people can really just come in here and really understand what fits them. You can actually customize something, a neck that fits your hand, a pickup that's exactly the sound you're looking for. This is just an idea of some of the types of things that we have. So, we work in exotic woods, make really elegant, beautiful stuff. We do relicking, where we make it look old out of the gate. And then we do artist models that are completely replicas of an artist's guitar, down to every last scratch and ding and, degaussing the pickups, etc. So the silver one you see right there is the Brent Mason Telecaster, which is a good example of that.
Wow, that's crazy. What's going on with the pickups in there?
Yeah, that's what Brent did himself. He was trying to make one guitar to do them all, basically for his studio sessions. So in time that just changed and kept getting modded, and he ended up with the mini humbucker, and the two singles.
And so these are sort of your palette to start with the body, right?
So yeah, one would start. This is kind of your base of your wood. So you've got your mahoganies, you've got your alders, ashes, etc. And then up here you kind of got your spalted maples, koa, different types of levels of quilted maple, flame maple, etc.
These can all go on the body?
Yes,
too?
these would be typically, this would be spalted maple is actually, it's beautiful, but it's not a great wood to be a solid body, so it would be something that people laminated on as a top. We do work some in mahogany, especially with like our Acoustasonic guitars, but ash and alder are the original Fender recipe, so that's kind of what we roll with.
Is this the size that it starts at?
A spread is actually a little bit bigger than that.
Bigger.
That's just kind of honed down so we could have a couple of these up. But we start with what we call a spread. A bass body is obviously a lot bigger than an electric body.
Yeah.
And we try to make it as small as possible for as minimal waste as possible.
Yeah.
But then we also, are able to recycle and deal with the wood that we don't use.
How long has this custom shop been here?
The custom shop is it's been here over 30 years. We've moved buildings a couple times. This design lounge is just a couple years old.
Yeah.
We've had the idea of, that you could make whatever. It kind of speaks back to the original Leo Fender, when artists would, come to him and say, I have an idea, or, the Stratocaster came out of Bill Carson saying, I don't like the way this telly sticks into my ribs and it hurts my arm, so I'd like an extra pickup on there if you could do that. So, that's kind of what this area is. And we have master builders and we have a small line in the custom shop. So there's kind of levels to it. And master builders are just artisans at the pinnacle of the craft, and they all have their own vibe and personality that people gravitate towards. And we've done some amazing guitars. You'll see some really cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
Some people are amazing with inlay work. Some people are just amazing with wood, and just it's truly something. It's truly inspirational to see them doing their thing.
So these are all like the different neck options.
Yeah. So these would be like some of it. These are levels of. Like some of the wear, you could see like this is a heavier relicking with more tints, and some are a lighter level of relicking, but also these are all different neck shapes. So you'd have like a V-shaped neck, a modern C, a wider, fatter C, U-shaped necks, etc. And each era has its thing. 50s tellies are U-shapes, 60s strats are C-shapes, etc. So 50s strats are V-shapes, and everybody kind of finds what they like.
What is this one?
Let me see. It's quarter sawn, which is nice. I'd call that's like a C. That's a C shape.
That's my fave.
It's good. It's probably a modern C, actually.
So the custom shop, can anyone, is there a website you can like,
Yeah,
kind of put stuff together?
Yeah, it's just, you can go through Fender.com or you can go to FenderCustomShop.com. We work with key retailers. Basically, we have showcase dealers and we have our dealer network, and that's how you order a guitar. But you could go to that dealer and say, I have an idea for a guitar that I want to build one of one just for me, and we'll do that.
So I don't have experience like ordering, because I don't know. I know almost nothing about guitar, except for how to just make other people angry when I hold it. But I've ordered a custom drum set before, and it was when I shouldn't have, because I was like, I want it to be this way, and the guy was like, I think maybe if you did it this way, it might actually get you there. And I was like, no, I want it to be deep, so I want it to be 25 inches long.
Yeah.
And that was a terrible move. If someone were to order, do you guys, is there like someone who gives that good advice? Like, hey,
yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that's the wrong.
It's a combination of, the dealers that we work with have been doing it forever, and they are, they totally know how to get it through, what works, what doesn't, as well as our builders. When we're going through the specs and everything, we'll go back and verify a couple things. If things look a little different and just someone might be like, no, that's exactly what I want. It's like, okay, and we'll do that and we'll talk through what that means or whatever. But yeah, there's definitely, before we really start cutting and
some guidance,
get it underway, and just make sure, it's like what the person wants and then, the builder's knowledge and putting all that together to be like, this is what's possible or this might work better. There's what you can dream of, but then there's maybe what you don't know.
Yes.
And what you don't know that you don't know.
Mostly that,
So, yeah.
Tell me about this little section here, because this is very interesting.
Yeah, so this is just an area where we have a bunch of different, these are all custom shop pickups that we have, and you can just we just have a guitar that we can quick change them on. So you can see here, if someone was in here and wanted to try different guitars, we've just hacked the bottom out and it just got a quick connect on it.
Dude, that is so cool.
And
so these just like latch it in and hold it in place?
Yep.
Man, that is so rad.
It's so low tech, it's so like utilitarian, but it completely works. And it works in a way where it's not, if you're normally gonna change a set of pickups, it's like, okay, I'll be back in 45 minutes. Remember what that one sounded like?
Yeah,
and then here comes the next one. So this one is literally, well, I don't know if you can start switching back and forth between two really, really quickly and stuff. So it's pretty amazing. We also are making the old, oil and paper capacitors. We're, just like the old style, et cetera. So we don't leave any stone unturned in terms of making it correctly and properly. Vintage gray bobbins there from like late 60s. All of these little things are things that matter, that make a difference. And all the different eras of Fender, were completely different. It was, Strats were ash in 54, they were alder in 57. The neck shape went from a U to a V, the pickups changed, the bobbins changed, the magnets changed from Alnico 3 to Alnico 5 or whatever. So the recipe is so different.
I'm gonna leave here maybe knowing like one or two things. I apologize.
Know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah, man.